After 2 years, got paid by a stuck-up daddy's boy. 2 years ago, I drove into a parking lot with my wife and kids. There seemingly was only one place left, but a BMW was towed in at the front and left almost no room. I talked to the attendant, and she said that was the last spot. The system handles capacity automatically. So I carefully drove in and parked about 3 centimeters from the other car. I had to get out of mine through the passenger side. When we went to leave, the BMW was gone, and 2 of my tires were flat. Whoop. I called the parking attendant over and showed her. She called her manager, who said they'd send someone within the hour. My wife and kids took a taxi home, and I stayed there waiting, but I was so pissed and called the police and asked the manager for the video. They wouldn't give me the video without an official police complaint, so I made one, and the manager then had me contact their legal department to take it from there. A few minutes after finishing up all of this police and legal stuff, the mechanic showed up, filled my tires, and I went home. So they weren't slashed, they were just aired out? I had to hound the parking company for almost 3 months until they sent the police a copy of the video. 3 times. The first time it was the wrong camera. The second time was the right camera, but the wrong time frame. Once the police had the full video, I was able to amend my original complaint to vandalism and directly identify the guy that did it from the camera and license plate. A few more months and I get a letter inviting me to an arbitration. I reply refusing and say that this will be handled through the judicial system. I add this arbitration offer to my complaint. A week later, I get a call from Daddy's lawyer offering me a few thousand souls to forget about this. The kid was mad and made a mistake. I should be reasonable, not let this go too far, etc. I tell him no to everything and asked him not to be contacted again. A few more weeks go by. I think this would be about 6 months after the incident. And I get a court date, 11 months in the future, January of this year. Every couple of months, I get a call with different offers from different lawyers to drop the case, all of which I make sure to amend in the case documentation. When the court date finally comes, the guy is there with Daddy and their lawyer and me with mine. They make one last effort to work out a deal, but I deny again. The case is over pretty quickly as the video is horribly damning to this guy's case. You can clearly see him walk up, look at my car, make a few angry gestures, then pull out his car, get out and deflate my tires. There wasn't much he could say in his defense. The adjudication goes in my favor and the verdict is common vandalism and is assigned 50 days fine at 50%, which works out to around $1,700 US, plus 90 days of home arrest.
Damn.
Woohoo! Because he had added all of the times they tried to buy him off and muscle him to the complaints. They appealed, but this was thrown out a few weeks ago, and just last week I got the news that the verdict is now final. The payment deadline has been set to October 10th this year, or else home arrest becomes jail time. They called yesterday asking for my bank account for the transfer today. So Monday, I'm reporting payment received and the end of this 2-year journey. So Martin, I don't know if you use Reddit or not, but enjoy your home arrest, and too bad your university doesn't accept home arrest as a valid excuse, and you'll lose all credits this cycle. Maybe think about that next time you want to screw with someone else's stuff. Hold on! So if this kid...
2 years of time dedicated to this.
Yeah, it took 2 freaking years to make this happen, to teach someone a lesson, essentially. And, if they had tried to muscle him throughout this whole thing repeatedly, what would the charge for letting out air of someone's tires have been? Vandalism. It's potentially dangerous vandalism. It's tampering with a vehicle that, could put his family at risk, right? It's I don't know if that alone would have done it or how much worse Daddy jumping in with his lawyers actually made this whole thing. But hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's like, no, I'm sorry. Just because,
Do you think that Daddy has bailed him out before?
Oh, yeah.
Because he felt entitled to let I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
Let the air out of someone's
tires. I'm glad that you don't know how to do that. As long as you know how to put air in,
never do
then
that.
We're good.
But
shit won't happen to me. My daddy's got all kinds of money and a team of lawyers, bruh. I do all kinds of shit. I've never been busted for any of it. So thank you for teaching this douche canoe a lesson.
Hopefully and also he's losing university credits because he can't go to school because
goes on his record.
It's home arrest.
The reason for it. This is great. Taught him a lesson. And you know what? Maybe pain creates change. Maybe at this point he'll stop acting like a douche canoe, but I doubt it. I bet he's a victim in this situation. And
this guy was harassing me.
Man, some dickhead. Blah,
All I did was let out the air in his tires.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. People that are just jealous,